Jeff Saturday, with no coaching experience or outside of high school, and a media proclaimed disgrace to NFL coaches by Bill Cowher, is the last undefeated coach in the NFL after the Colts beat the Raiders 25-20 on Sunday. They're 2 games behind the Titans for the division and a playoff berth with 7 games remaining. Tony, do you think they end up making the playoffs?
I don't think they do. They've got the Eagles. I know you're not very high. We were on the same page. We went into the season on the Eagles.
Yeah.
They've got the Steelers. That'll be a tough matchup. They've got Dallas. They've got Minnesota. They've got the Chargers. Hopefully they have some players back by then. That's later in the season. And they have the Giants still on their schedule. So
wait. Are you saying that the Giants are a tough out for them?
It's not like a game you could circle and say, oh yeah, Colts got that game.
And why is that? Because the New York Giants are them?
They're mid. They're mid.
They are not mid.
They're so mid.
No.
Oh my God.
They're better than the majority of the teams in the AFC
They're
and the majority of the teams in the NFC.
Sure. I look at a lot of efficiency stats. So DVOA is one of them. Football Outsiders, they are middle of the pack in both offense and defense. They're nothing special in the passing game. They have a good running game, Saquon Barkley, but that's it.
They don't get
a lot of sacks, not getting a lot of pressure. So it's just not the recipe for like a team that's going to do much. So
Daniel Jones is beating Tom Brady in the playoffs this year. Mark my words. It's on the tape. Whew. Oh, it's going to be great with like a crazy catch too. It's going to be awesome. New York Giants win last drive of the game.
So I think with that schedule remaining for them, it would be improbable, not impossible, just improbable. Using an Intel term there.
I think they might be able to sneak into a little wild card action, right? I mean, if it wasn't for Vape,
if they're in the NFC, they'd be a wild card team right now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. If it weren't for like Vrabel being so good at coaching, because he gets so much out of players that completely stink. Like his roster sucks ass and he just keeps winning games. It's crazy. Like he's got to be, he really should be a coach of the year type candidate. Like what he does with that team, right?
Agreed.
Unless Jeff Saturday just runs the table. Like he might just run the table. Like people give him so much shit and they're like, what, this, and oh my gosh. And it's like a head coach, you don't really need them to be involved. You just need them to get people in the right places, right? And lead people. It's like, why does the head coach need to call plays? Or why does the head coach need to come up with a game plan? Nah, let me figure out what's wrong. Let me go sit there and talk to him. Yeah. I've done this. I've played in the league. I'm younger than the majority of these other coaches. So typically your players, they know who you played with. They watch those players. They saw you come up in the league. They respect you a lot more than whoever the fuck Frank Reich is. Like, I mean, the NFL, the audacity to hire a Reich. I mean, I thought we got over this shit in the 40s, Tony. Like it's bananas.
That's why this wasn't going to work out this season.
It wasn't going to work out. It went up in a burning ball of books.
Jesus.
God damn. Anyways, I think they could inch out one. Like the Eagles, you can run against them, right? Obviously, you could run against them without their best D tackle. I think Tyler Heineke today on Pat McAfee's show, not a sponsor, no free ads. He was saying that when they looked at the tape, the Eagles went from giving up 2.6 yards a carry to 6 yards a carry after dude went out. So they're like, yeah, we're just going to run the hell out of the ball. Like that's our game plan or whatever like that. So
yeah,
you can run on the Eagles. You got to play some defense, but the Eagles are like a team that they're that prep school who has to go play like a public school. And then they end up figuring out what it's like to have like real shit talk to them, right? And they thought they were the coolest, baddest kids on the block, and then they get punched in the mouth, and it's like, oh my gosh, or whatever like that. So there's that. And they could definitely beat the Giants, I think. I don't know who else was on that. Chargers. What?
Yeah. Cowboys, Steelers, Vikings.
Cowboys ain't that great, right? They lost to the Packers. They got a terrible coach. Vikings, they'll probably lose too, but you never know, man. You never know.
Improbable.
Don't do this like this guy could be a league winner. Bullshit. You make a fucking stand and then we put it on the tape, Tony.
Fine. They're not making the playoffs, Nate.
They're making the playoffs.
They're making the playoffs.
There we go. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're not here for this half-assed bullshit of He could be a breakout guy this year, or yeah, I'm gonna get to that
You know why
shit.
people do it? It's because you can't hold me accountable if I say, "Oh, it's improbable,"
Yeah,
but I will victory lap it when they don't.
yeah, it's fucking stupid. I told you guys, shut the fuck up. I told you guys that Kenneth Walker could be a league winner. Well, so did the rest of the fucking industry, you
I know.
dipshit.
I know
Taking
what
my
tweet.
victory lap.
I know what tweet you're talking about. He tweeted that in
Yeah,
like week 3 or 4 too. It's like, okay,
yeah.
thanks.
After he got the job due to injury. Shut the fuck up. You're a douchebag. Oh, I went from 1,700 followers to 17,000 in 2 years. So grateful. Like all your takes are everybody else's takes. Fuck. That's my rant and rave today, Tony.
We got it
Damn
early.
it.
Nice. We
You
got it out
got
of you
it out of
before.
me. I'm gonna go in.